Fisk
Soldier!
Fisk
Soldier!
What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fisk while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Alright, look. Shout out to Daniel Jones, man. He's finally getting the credit he deserves, getting the respect he deserves, and now he's going to get the bag that he deserves. So, CBS reports and that the Giants and Daniel Jones are close on contract negotiations. They're close, which means which basically means it's a done deal. When you're close on contract negotiations, that just means, okay, are they talking about the years? What are they talking about? That's really what that comes down to. It's like years, little guarantees, small stuff. But if they're close on a contract, that means the money is taken care of. That means the money is taken care of. Now, either one or two things is going to happen. One or two things is going to happen. Either Daniel Jones, I'm not going to be nice about this. I'm just going to keep it simple. I don't know how to be nice. Okay, Daniel Jones is probably getting lowballed at the moment before the playoff game. So if Daniel Jones takes whatever Joe Schoen and Mara are offering him right now, this is pre-playoff game. So they probably came to Daniel Jones with a nice little bag and said, thank you for leading us to the playoffs. We appreciate your service. You've grown. Take this money. Okay? Kind of like they did with Saquon at the bye week. They kind of like they did with Saquon at the bye week. They're giving you a low ball offer. Now the question is, does Daniel Jones say, nah, let's see how the playoffs play out? Nah, let's see what the Bucks are offering. Let's see what the Saints are offering. Let's see what the Colts and the Jets are. The question is Daniel Jones going to be a team guy and say, sure, I'll take this team-friendly deal that you're offering me before the playoffs? Or is he going to go to Saquon route and say, nah, I want that bag. I'm going to test free agency? That's really what's going on right now. But if they say they're close in contract negotiation, if it's close, according to Esiason and CBS, they're saying it's close, and they're trying to figure out, is it a 3-year deal or a 4-year deal? Now, if I'm Daniel Jones, I'm going to hit the market. I'm going to make them tag me. That's me, though. I don't know what kind of guy Danny is. Danny seems very Tom Brady-esque. What I mean by that is Danny seems like, this is just a wild guess. I have never had a conversation with Daniel Jones. I watch his weekly interviews and everything. He seems like a low-key, I don't want to make a spectacle of the situation guy. He's the anti-Aaron Rodgers. And how Aaron Rodgers tries to make everything about him. Aaron Rodgers wants to play everything out in the media. Daniel Jones seems like the guy who just wants to handle things as quietly as possible. So it wouldn't shock me that Daniel Jones would be willing to play ball with the Giants just to keep it from getting messy. I can't picture Daniel Jones wanting his name in the news every day like Dak Prescott and Kirk Cousins or Aaron Rodgers. I can't picture that. So if Daniel Jones were to take a team-friendly deal, that would be where I'm at with it, where he's just like, look, I want to stay low-key. I want to stay with the Giants. Let's work out a team-friendly deal. It is what it is. So I don't know. But if I'm wrong and Danny wants to be compensated the way he should be, Mara's on the clock. Because it seems like Mara's trying to handle Daniel Jones the way he handled Eli. Now, he never hesitated to max out Eli. Every time he gave Eli a contract, he made Eli the highest paid player in the league. That's why when Eli Manning retired, he retired as the highest paid player in football history. Higher than Peyton, higher than Favre, McNabb, all the greats at the time. He was the highest paid player at the time. John Mara never blinked. John Mara never budged. John Mara always gave Eli his money. The question is, will he do the same with Danny? So is this going to be a situation where Mara's like, this is our franchise guy, pay him market value, this is not going to get messy, this is not going to be a negotiation, give Danny the going rate? Because that's what he always did with Eli. We never had messy Eli, John Mara contract talks. We always knew it was going to get worked out. So, I'm interested, man. To be honest with you, the only time even the Leonard Williams deal wasn't really messy. The only time I remember the contract negotiations getting messy with the Giants was Odell. Other than Odell, people get their bag. Plexico got his bag. Eli got his bag. Ozzie, Tuck, Corey Webster, Chris Snee. All of our great players get their bag. I've never really seen the Giants go through messy contract negotiations. I could be wrong. Somebody in the chat, somebody leave a comment. Tell me I'm bugging. But other than Odell Beckham, can y'all remember a player where the contract negotiations got ugly? Maybe Hakeem Nicks, but even with Hakeem Nicks, we offered him a Victor Cruz contract. He turned it down. He wanted more money. So it's not like we didn't try to pay Hakeem Nicks. We offered Hakeem Nicks a bag. He turned it down. So with the Daniel Jones situation, they're gonna tag him. At the very, very worst, Danny gets tagged. At the worst, he's gonna get tagged. I'm interested, man, because even Lawrence Tynes reported it a couple weeks ago. Lawrence Tynes reported that there are teams who have been calling Daniel Jones' agent. Other teams in the NFL are willing to pay 40 plus for Danny right now. So I'm just going to say, this whole notion that Danny's going to get a $25 million a year contract, that's a lie. He's going to get 40 plus. The question is, how long is it going to be? And the question is, when does it get done? Because the longer you wait, the more you're going to pay him. But the good news is, he's our guy, even though we all know that. I know that you'd have to be stuck on stupid to think Danny wasn't a guy. But the good news is, we're hearing contract talks about Danny now. Remember, they negotiated with Julian Love. They negotiated with Saquon Barkley at the bye week. Never heard nothing for Danny. So it's nice to hear Daniel Jones' name in contract talks. You feel me? Respect our franchise guy. Respect him. I'm interested to see how this goes. I'm interested to see when he gets paid. And we're going to see what kind of guy Daniel Jones is by this cap. This contract is going to say a lot about the character of Daniel Jones. Not in a good way, not in a bad way. This has nothing to do with him as a person. But it's going to show you what type of guy we're really dealing with. Is he a kind of guy who's going to lay over, take it in the rear, and just let the Giants do what they want with him and be a team player? Or is he going to turn into Dak Prescott and say, you're going to compensate me for everything that I've done? There's only two ways this is going to go. He's either going to take the Dak Prescott route, or he's going to let the Giants do what they want with him. I'm real interested to see what kind of guy Danny is. This is going to be a real interesting contract situation with Daniel Jones. I'm real interested to see what he does, man. It's going to be some interesting stuff coming up. It's going to be real interesting. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rocking with me. My name is Fitz Vegas, and I approve this message.